Okay. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to work on our arranging planets and shapes for the module week 2. And I'm going to need you guys to download the first one. And you can download both at the same time, that's great. But I just want you to focus on this one first. So let's click on this and it's going to download to your download bar right here. So on the very bottom, I need you guys to hover over select tool tutorial. Where it says AI right here, click, and it should open up. If you're having any issues, my best suggestion is to go to your download box or your download section on Chrome and then show in folder once you select your download section and open it from there. If you have Mac, you might have to right click and click on open, select open with Adobe Illustrator. If you're having any issues, please contact me right away so I can help you out. Okay, because everybody's computer is different, and yeah, I'm aware of that. that might happen. So if you can't open your folder, please let me know. What we're gonna do is select and move these shapes. Okay, so how do you select and move? So you're gonna go to the selection tool, select it, and you're gonna click on, let's see, let's click on this one. You're gonna click, and when you see a bounding box, so this little, let me zoom in. So you see this little, that blue bounding box surrounding your shape? That means that you have selected your shape. When you know you're about to select something, you're gonna see a blue highlight. So like a very small blue highlight. Sometimes there's like a center, a little X right here, a blue X. So yeah, that's how you know you're about to select something, is when you have your mouse hover over your object or your shape. So let's select a blue, click, and then create that bounding box. And we're gonna select and move. Okay, and you can just place it like within this area. It's fine. You don't have to follow the guideline. Press the space bar on your keyboard. See the little hand right here, and the little hand. You're gonna have to click and hold. Keep pressing on your mouse, and then go all the way up a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. Not all the way up, but just a little bit. There you go. Okay. And then you are going to deselect. So the best way to deselect is just to click on an empty area. So click on the empty area, you're immediately deselecting your object. So there's another way you can deselect, is go to, let's see, select and deselect. Okay, there you go. That's all it takes to deselect. Okay, we're gonna go to the red shape. We're gonna click on that one, and then we're gonna move it towards this section right here. So the bounding box is very interesting because you can change your shape. And when you hover over these white boxes, you can click on one of the white boxes and drag down, click and drag down, and there you go, there's your shape. You can click and move up, make it a little bit more, thinner or stouter or taller, so you can change the shape of your, whatever's inside the bounding box. So click, click. So when you see the double arrows, that means it's telling you what direction you can go. If you see the ones, the corners right here, that means it's gonna go diagonally. So it's gonna go up like diagonal. If you don't want to, so I'm controlling Z a lot, so I'm doing a lot. Okay, and to do that, just press Control Z on your keyboard. If you're Mac, I'm not sure what that is again. I don't technically use Macs, but I think it's Option Z. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Oh yeah, okay, so when you want to change the sizing of your object and you don't want to change it or make it longer, make it thinner, just press Shift on your keyboard before you select your object or before you select these little bounding boxes. click, and then drag. So this is one way to keep the shape constant. So see, it's not changing the sides, it's just even. Okay, so it looks good. So we're gonna make this a little bit smaller though. So let's make this a little bit smaller. If you're curious about how I'm zooming in and out, it's basically I'm pressing Control and a little bracket, but I'm going to show you how to do it on your zoom tool. So let's go to your toolbar again, click on this. Okay, and then click for to increase the zoom, or you can click and then drag towards the left. So you're gonna have to click and move it towards the left, and you're gonna have to do it really quickly, or else you're gonna go like this, like if you keep pressing. So you just click, you need to do it a little bit quicker. So you can see the little minus sign happening right here. It takes some practice, but you should be okay. So I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, and then I'm gonna move this around. And another way to zoom is going to the very bottom right here. And this is gonna help you like go to 100% or like 50. So this is gonna help you zoom in and out, but usually I like the zoom tool too. It's like, it gives you more freedom. Okay. Now I want you to duplicate the blue square. So let's select Selection tool again. Click on the blue square. Press Alt on your keyboard and then click and drag down. There you go. So if you want me to do it again, select your shape, press Alt, click. So when you see the double, you have to see the double arrows first. Click and then drag all the way down. There you go. So you just duplicated this shape. New shape. Okay, so we're going to duplicate this one too. So let's select this one, press Alt on your keyboard, and then see the double arrows. Click and then move it down to where it says rotate. Okay. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Okay. When you want to rotate an object, you don't go right on top of the corners right here. So on the white corners, you can see the diagonal arrows. But you're going to have to go a little bit further away from the squares, and you're going to see a bent double arrow. You're going to see that, and that's going to tell you that you can now rotate your shape. So let's rotate it. So I'm going to click when I see those little arrows, the bent arrows, and then drag around. So I'm going to move it like this way, and then we'll move like this way. And then notice while I'm moving this on your properties panel, you're going to see your angle changes. So you're going to see this change. So keep an eye on that while I'm changing. So it's now at 12. Now it's in 54. And then, so if you want to rotate it without using the bounding box, you can just go here. And let's pick 1, 0. So if you want to go back to normal, click 0. If you want to change it a little bit, just like click on whatever angle you want to choose. Excuse me, my allergies are pretty bad right now. Okay, today is just the worst with allergies. Okay. So we just rotated this one from this one. So you can rotate it however you want. You don't really have to follow what I'm doing exactly, as long as you do it. Okay. And we're going to duplicate both of these. So how do you select two objects? Okay, so with your selection tool, I'm going to click on the red the red shape, excuse me. Press Shift on your keyboard and then hover over the blue, and you can see that the little blue line is going to be surrounding your shape. So once you see that, click, you're going to see a bigger bounding box emerge. And what's going to happen is you can press Alt on your keyboard, click when you see the double arrows, and click down a little bit more, and you duplicate them. And if you want to align them evenly, you're going to have to go to your properties, align, and then you're going to have to go to vertical align center. So that's how you align them. Way nicer. It looks way nicer. Okay. I'm going to move this up a little bit more. And move this closer. Okay. So you aligned them really nicely. And notice how when I moved my shape right here, you can see a little magenta guideline. It's basically telling you that you're not shifting up and down. It's just going towards the center very evenly. So it looks good. Okay, now we're going to arrange them. How do you know if this shape was the first one you made on the artboard? It's really easy. You just click and then overlap them. Okay, so this is going to be the first shape that I created because it's going to be closest to the back. If it's a newer shape, it's going to overlap the first shape and it's going to be closest to the screen. If you want to arrange them, if you want to put this on the front, you're going to have to go right click, arrange, and bring forward. So bring forward is to bring forward one time. If you have 3 shapes, you're going to have to do that a couple times, and so on. And if you have, let's see, so if you have like 5 shapes in front of one of your shapes and you want to move it all the way to the front, you're going to have to go to click, select. Okay, so you're going to have to select this shape, right click, and then you're going to go arrange and bring to the front. So it's going to bring it all the way to the front. It's going to jump multiple shapes to go all the way to the front. That can be a problem if you have a lot of shapes and you're moving them back and forth. So you have to be really sure if you want this shape to be on the very front. Okay. And then we're going to leave it at that. Oh yeah, wait. And then if you want to send it backwards, you already saw me send it backwards. So send backwards, and then you could always send it all the way to the back. See, so you can already tell if you send it all the way to the front, you're gonna have to do send it backwards a bunch of times. If that happens, if you don't want to right click all the time, you can just press control bracket. So it's like the little bracket that's like this shape. So let me type it down so show you which one it is. Okay, so it's this bracket right here. So this is I'm gonna send it to the back, and this one's gonna send it to the front. So let's select this, and then we're gonna press control bracket, and you have to do that a bunch of times, and there you go. And this one, control, and then we're gonna do the other bracket so you can see me arrange them. So those are the hotkeys for that. Delete those. If you want to find more information about the hotkeys, I'm going to post them in your module 2. There you're going to see a list of your hotkeys. If you want to practice them, if you're more advanced, you can practice those hotkeys. And I am going to have a quiz on them. So please, you know, just read through them, see what's up, and then take the quiz. Okay, I'm going to deselect. And that's it for this assignment. So make sure it looks exactly like this or close to this. It's pretty easy. You're going to have to make a JPEG, so let's go to File, Export, Export As. And just make sure you have your name on this. And then we're going to go to Save As Type. And we're going to go to JPEG. And I think there's only one there's only one artboard, so you're fine. You don't have to select like either one. So you're fine. Just leave it by itself. And then export. And then make sure it's in RGB. So RGB is for digital stuff, digital media. CMYK is for printing stuff. And I'll explain further about what that is. But yeah, and then let's keep it low. So let's go to screen 72 ppi. I don't want it to be too high quality because again, it's a lot of that's all. It's gonna be a big file. Okay, and then press OK. And then you're gonna submit it right here. So you're gonna go back to Blackboard, select this, and then you're gonna have to. There's gonna be a submit button right here, and then click on that, and then upload it. Upload your JPEG to that. If you have any issues uploading anything or downloading anything, please let me know. And that's it for right now. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you next lesson.